Hi, I'm Ben DeSalvo, and today's video is on the Acer family and their identifiable characteristics. Acer is a genus of trees commonly referred to as maple trees. Maples are a part of the Aceraceae family, and there are about 100 different species, most of which are native to Asia, Europe, North Africa, and North America. In today's video, there may be some definitions that are confusing, or you have not yet learned yet, or you have, so I'm just going to run through a few just in case. Some leaf parts that will be mentioned are the lobes, which are a round division or segment of an organ. Margin, the edge of a leaf blade. Some leaf divisions that will be mentioned, mainly compound and simple. A compound leaf is separated into two or more distinct leaves. Simple is undivided as a leaf blade, which is not separated into leaflets, although the blade may be deeply lobed or cleft. Two different types of leaf arrangements, alternate and opposite. The first tree I will be discussing is Acer griseum, the paperbark maple. This small to medium-sized attractive ornamental tree is excellent for a small area for adding structure to a mixed perennial garden. Paperbark maple is a great plant for the four seasons. It is non-native, the seasonal interests are winter and fall, and the growth rate is slow. The most attractive feature on it is its cinnamon peeling bark. The leaves of the Acer griseum are delicate, consisting of 3 leaflets on a short stalk. They are 3 to 6 inches long. They have an opposite arrangement along the branch, and the summer color is dark green, changed to a bronzy red color. Acer miyabi, or miyabi maple, is wide branched that sweep low to the ground and has deeply furrowed corky bark. That is among the charms of this densely branched shade tree. Although this maple is listed as endangered in its native habitat of Japan, several cultivars are considered hardy and adaptable for our urban street trees. Planting sites are preferred to be parks with wide medians. It is non-native. The season of interest is early fall to mid-fall. The growth rate is moderate, and the bark color and texture is handsome, corky bark developing vertical scales. Their leaves are simple in pairs. They have an opposite arrangement. The leaves are 3 to 5 inches long and are dark green with 5 lobes, turning golden pale yellow in fall. Acer negundo, or box elder, is very cold hardy and is not widely sold due to its ability to self-seed very aggressively and its way to attract box elder bugs. It is native to the Chicago region, growth by suckers, and is highly susceptible to ice damage. It has messy fruit, weak wood, and weak branch structure. It grows fast and has very shallow ridges in its bark. Young stems are distinctively green and covered with a white waxy coating. Its leaves are opposite, pinnately compound, pointed at the tip and tapering or rounded at the base, usually coarsely toothed along the edges, and is light green and smooth on the upper surface with a pale color on the lower surface, usually found to be 4 inches long. Acer palmatum, the Japanese maple, varies in size from large shrub to large tree. Japanese is a species with many variations. Many cultivars are available with different characteristics, such as finely dissected leaves and weeping branches. Not all cultivars are full hardy in Zone 5 and may need protection from the winter. Its season of interest is late spring, summer, and early fall. Bark off the main trunk is usually smooth and gray, and younger stems are often shiny and may be red, green, or purple. Leaves are simple, in pairs, opposite arrangements, and divided into 5 to 9 lobes. They can vary per cultivar. Some cultivars have green leaves, while others have red or even purple foliage. Leaves may be finely dissected, even to the point of appearing to be compound. Acer platanoides, the Norway maple, has very invasive traits that enables them to spread aggressively. While these trees have demonstrated invasive traits, there is insufficient supporting research to declare them as so pervasive that they cannot be recommended for any planting site. But most experts will not recommend them, period. Norway maples is known for its tolerance for urban conditions, but has often become a weedy plant through self-seeding. The Norway season of interest is mid-spring or fall. The bark color is gray and very tightly ridged and furrowed. The leaves are simple in pairs, have an opposite arrangement, and are 3 to 6 inches long. They are slightly broader than the sugar maple and has 5-lobed leaves that are dark in summer, and the fall color is not reliable because it could vary. It could range from yellow-green to a nice yellow. The red maple, Acer rubrum, is widely adaptable large tree that is common to the woods of eastern North America. A red tinge can be found in its flowers, twigs, and seeds, but it is most notable for the scarlet of its leaves in the fall. Red maples need plenty of room for its dense, spreading root system. The fall color can be yellow rather than red, so select a cultivar breed for the red fall color if that is what you wish. Season of interest again are early spring to mid-fall. The growth rate is moderate, and the bark color maturity is dark gray with vertical scaly plates, while young trees have smooth gray bark. Leaves are opposite, and most have about 4 inches length and width. They are simple with 3 lobes and are irregularly toothed with red stalks that deepen to dark green with age. Acer saccharum, silver maple, is a tall, fast-growing native tree out of eastern North America. It is usually found growing in open sunlight. This species has become overplanted, and the roots can break surface as it grows with age. The bark in youth is smooth and gray and develops long, wide stripes that turn upward at the ends as the tree ages. Leaves are simple with an opposite arrangement and are usually 3 to 6 inches long. The leaves have 5 lobes and a silvery underside. They are green in the summer and could turn a yellowish green during the fall. The silver maple is also one of the most popular maples that are susceptible to the tar spot. Acer saccharum, sugar maple, is native to the Midwest. It's extremely popular for its exceptional fall color ranging from a pretty yellow to a burnt orange. In summer, its lustrous foliage provides excellent shade, making it a great plant for golf courses, home landscapes, and parks where its roots can spread. Its season interest is early fall to mid-fall. The growth rate is moderate, and the leaves of the Acer saccharum are simple, in pairs, has an opposite arrangement, 3 to 6 inches long, and have 5 lobed leaves. The color is usually dark green in summer, changing to the yellowish orange that I had spoken about earlier. The black maple, Acer nigrum, was once considered a separate species, but is now included as a subspecies of the sugar maple. It displays similar characteristics, like having a dense, rounded crown as the sugar maple. It's native, has dark, furrowed bark. The season of interest is early spring and fall. The growth rate is moderate, and it has simple leaves that are opposite. They are 3 to 6 inches long, and another way to distinguish the two is that it has thicker leaves with more drooping edges, giving it an almost wilted look. The black maple also has hairy lower surface on the leaves, with stipules that are often present. Acer X Freemani, the Freeman maple, is a sturdy hybrid that is very common in this region, serving as a parkway or a street tree, and is said to be very overplanted and not recommended because of this. It is a hybrid of the red maple and silver. It gets the strong branch attachment from the red maple and the fast growing of the silver. Freeman is less susceptible to chlorosis than the red and silver maples. Its native season of interest is fall, with a fast growing rate. The bark of the Acer Freemani is fairly smooth, silvery gray. It becomes fissured with age. The leaves are simple, opposite, 3 to 5 inches long, with a total of 5 lobes with toothed sinuses. The leaves are usually medium gray with a silvery underside from the silver maple, and the fall color is red to orange to yellow, which is a product from the red maple. Acer Ganala, or armor maple, is not recommended. It is invasive and spreads very quick. Review the risk before planting this tree. One tree can easily produce more than 5,000 samaras. In open wooded areas, this maple displaces native shrubs and understory trees. It could shade out native plants in open areas quite easily. It is non-native. Its season of interest is early spring to fall, and it has a moderate growth rate. The young bark can look gray, brown, and be smooth and become slightly striped or fissured with age. The leaves are simple, opposite on the branches, 2 to 4 inches long, and the color is dark green. They have 3 lobes and a toothed edge. Acer triflorum, known as tri-leaf maple or the 3-flowered maple, has shaggy peeling bark with pretty yellow, orange, and red fall foliage that makes it an ornamental tree. The 3-flowered maple is a fine specimen for gardens with a habit that can be upright or spreading. It is a non-native tree. Its season of interest is fall. The growth rate is slow, and it has simple leaves with an opposite arrangement, with each leaf having 3 leaflets. The margins are irregularly toothed. The foliage is dark green in summer, turning yellow, orange, or red in fall. To summarize again, the best way to identify the maple family is by their leaves, with certain ones having compound leaves like the box elder and paperbark maple, others having very deep lobes like the Japanese, or large 5 lobes like the sugar or Norway maple, white undersides like the silver maple, or roughly toothed like the red that has slightly smaller leaf than most other species and saw-like edges. And the second major way to define a maple tree, which is by its bark, like the smooth red papery bark of the paperbark maple, or the wide irregular stripes of the sugar maple, to the narrow scaly ridges of the Norway, box elder, and red maple, with the red maple's bark normally dark brown, whereas box elder and Norway could be grayish, and to the grayish scaly flaky type, which is most likely the silver maple, but again, if unsure, check the leaf. And finally, I would like to thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, and the photo sources are from Google, Morton Arboretum, Arlington Heights Public Parks, Arlington Lake, and other unnamed prairies, and my backyard that is in Arlington Heights. Thank you all very much. Have a good day.